There it is, guys. Camileo X100. That is the type of camera that I did get. And we'll tell you just a little bit about it. This is a nice little box that comes in and all that good stuff. Pretty much standard camera box. But this is the one I did pick out because for the price that it was, I just could not beat it with all the features that it's got. Now granted, probably 75 or 80% of the features I will never use, but I have done a couple of test videos, and what I use it for, I think it'll be fine. So we're going to go over a couple things. I can't do an unboxing, I can't show you the actual camera, but that's actually what it looks like, if anybody wants to know. Pretty much standard looking camcorder. But some of the stuff that did come with it, of course, the packing is awesome. I will have to say that. Got a nice little Toshiba bag here. Various different cords. This cord also came with it. This is all the cords that came with it. Got a battery that came with it that looks a lot like this. This is a secondary battery that I bought, and I bought even another one, and this is by Wasabi Power, and I got a excuse me, I got a charger with it too. And I got two batteries and a charger for 20 bucks. And these batteries right here, I will say, seem to last longer than the factory one that came with the camera. So for $20, it's not a bad deal. And then got a lens cleaning cover that came with it, or cloth. Various expert instructions and all kinds of little plastic bags and all that good stuff. But anyway, that's the stuff that came with it. Let's cover out. And it did come with a lens cover right here. Saw that the other night. But that's what was pretty much in this box when I got it. And it did get a remote. Came with a remote control, and this is handy as hell. Especially if you're going to zoom in, you know, come back out with it a little bit. I really enjoy this. And you can control all the features of this remote control. You can control the camera with. So I kind of have to mess around a little bit, but it's really neat. I like that function. So that's it. So some of the features that are on this thing, guys, I'll read them off the side of the box, for lack of a better expression. It does have full HD, 1080p, and it has 1080i in it as well, 60 frames and 30 frames per second. It also does 720 HD, 60 and 30 frames per second. I have found that the 30 frames per second seems to be a little bit more stable. You can use stabilization on those as well. So it does have built-in stabilization. It is stereo. And it has a 10x optical zoom and a 10x digital zoom. So it'll give you up to 100x if you wanted it. The optical zoom is pretty nice. The digital zoom kind of lacks off a little bit. It does take still pictures up to 16 megapixels. You can take picture within the video itself by simply doing this. And it took a picture just then. Hopefully it'll show up. And so it will do that. And whatever picture, if you're videotaping, whatever picture you take with it, it will be the same resolution as your video that you're doing. Guys, this is a $160 camera. Okay, put this back in frame so you can see something. It's 160 bucks. That was it. Now, I've read a lot of reviews on this Camileo X100, and a lot of the reviews, guys, I read, I'm like, man, you guys are thinking you're going to get, you know, for less than 200 bucks, you think you're going to get a $500 or $600 camera. That ain't so. Okay. Now, this does not have the video quality or the audio quality of like a Sony HD Handycam, which is what I'd like to have. I just couldn't swing that right now. But for $160, now this was $164. These two extra battery and the charger that came with it was $20. So for less than $200, $195 or so, I got a pretty nice package. Okay. Now this thing has, like I said, a ton of features that I'll never use. It has slow motion. It has whatever they call that, animated motion. It has black and white features. It has it has different special effects on it in that respect. It has a couple different sounds. You can hook it up to your television through an HDMI cord and watch stuff off of it. It does have a 4 gig internal memory, which is nice, so I don't have to use a memory card for what I'm going to be using it for. So I can get probably 4 hours of, or pretty close to it, of recording, or 2 hours anyway. A lot more than I'm ever going to be doing with it, with the internal memory. You can put a slot in, you can put a 32 gig slot in it, I believe. Now, you can still get these cameras, guys, and I believe you can also get the HD30, which is basically this, except it's only a 5x optical zoom and has no internal memory. But you can still get them, but they are phasing them out. I think they have gone to a like an X200 and an X400 and an X416. And they've dropped some of the features off of it, but hopefully in some of the other features they've brought them up a little bit. The only thing about this camera that I really wish was better, and I really wish they had put a little bit of time and done a little bit better, is the sound. The sound sounds kind of tinny to me. Okay. Now the microphones are on the back. Right here, you can see in the picture, they're on the back side of the screen instead of being up underneath here. On the 200 and the 400s that they've come out with, they're under here. But the only thing here, if they could have made a little bit better mic, or even better than that, put an external microphone jack on it. So I could have used an external mic of some sort. That would have done what I wanted it to do. But other than that, guys, it is what it is. It is it's a less than $200 camera. Now I know the original MSRP on it was like $300. Ain't nowhere near worth $300. Just tell you that ahead of time. But for $165, you could do a whole lot worse. And I think it was a good buy, and it will do what I need it to do. And this is a step up from my other camera, which it was a step up from the camera that I had before that. So I'm continually going up. Now, if you have an extra $100 and a half, there's a lot better cameras out there for starting at about $300. A Canon something or other. It's the same one that Dave out at AZ 1911 fan has. But I just couldn't quite swing that. But I could get this because I got all this for under $200, and that was really my limit. But I had to get something because I couldn't do YouTube videos. And that's what I'm going to use it for. So my personal opinion, if you're going to use it for what it is, I think it's a good deal. But do not be lulled into thinking that this is because it's got a feature-rich package with it, and it does. And it's all adequate. Let's get that understood. It's all adequate. And some of the reviews that give it like 1 star and all this, you read them, they're like, man, what they're wanting it to do, they should have spent $400 because that's what they're thinking this will do, but it won't. Now maybe when they bought it, it was $300. I don't know, but this is a $160 camera, and for what you get a lot for it, and I think it's very, very adequate. Like I said, the only thing that really bugs me is the sound, but the rest I can deal with. But that's it, guys. That's what I got, so I'm going to do my videos with. So judge for yourself off of this video, the one I did before this, and the ones coming up, and see if it's something you might be interested in. But, hey, like I said, for what I paid for it, I think it's good. That's all I got. Moving on to our next discussion. Good stuff going on in the videos, guys. I got another one coming up hopefully tomorrow night. If not, it'll be the night after, and we'll continue on. We're going to backtrack, too, because some people brought up some good points in the comments. But we'll hit that. That's all I got, guys. This will be up for a little while, so enjoy it. Talk to you later.